लास्ट वाली वीडियो में हमने ये तो समझा कि लिटरेचर रिव्यू से रिसर्च गैप एक्सट्रैक्ट कैसे करना है। आपने 50 या 100 रिसर्च पेपर्स पढ़ने के बाद एक सिस्टम से रिसर्च गैप आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया। नाउ द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज टू ड्राफ्ट रिसर्च ऑब्जेक्टिव्स एंड फ्रेमवर्क जो आपके रिसर्च को और ज्यादा clear and solid banayega. Stay till end because today in this video I am going to show you a step-by-step system that converts any research gap into clear objectives plus a solid framework that will going to enhance the quality of your research. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Surabhi Acharya, PhD in Business Management and founder of Sanraj Education. At Sanraj, we help students to complete their PhD confidently and have a smoother ride. Let's simplify this. रिसर्च गैप का मतलब है एग्जिस्टिंग रिसर्च में जो अभी मिसिंग, अंडर एक्सप्लोर्ड, कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी या आउटडेटेड है और जो आपके स्टडी से एड्रेस होगा। अगर आपको रिसर्च गैप क्लियर नहीं है देन योर ऑब्जेक्टिव विल बी वेग, आपका फ्रेमवर्क वीक होगा, सुपरवाइजर कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे एंड योर रिसर्च इज गोइंग टू बी रिजेक्टेड. सो योर रिसर्च गैप is the foundation of your objective and your framework. Think of research gap as the problem statement with a valid proof. Here is a three-part system to define a strong gap. A valid research gap always has three components. First, literature analysis. What do existing studies say? And more importantly, what they don't say. Contradiction, limitations, ignored population, and outdated models. Second, contextual relevance. Why does this gap matter now? Technology, policy, geography, or industry shift. Third, feasibility. Can you realistically study this gap within a time period, data, and some resources? Here is a Sanraj tip. A gap that is interesting but not feasible is still a weak gap. So while you are drafting, while you're extracting gap, always make sure it is feasible and interesting. Here is Sanraj's structure of strong objective. Use SMART method: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Compress the gap into one sentence. Derive the research aim, then break aim into measurable objectives. Create a visual table. Gap, aim, objective 1, objective 2, and objective 3. If this table is clear, your framework will automatically become authentic and researchable. Let's understand this by taking a real example. If we are researching about financial inclusion in India, the gap identified is most study focuses on urban populations, ignoring rural behavior and infrastructural barriers. The research objective that comes out of the gap will be to examine factors affecting financial inclusion among rural households in India. The framework we used: input, mediators, and outcome. Inputs are access, literacy, and infrastructure. Mediator, trust, and awareness. The outcome is financial inclusion. Notice the logic: gap, objective, variables, and then framework. Comment your topic, and I'm going to tell you what framework suits you the best. Now, let's design the research framework. Always understand framework is not a decoration, it is a logical map of your study. There are three types of framework: conceptual, theoretical, and process or input or output framework. Choose framework based on your research question, not trend. Avoid these mistakes while you are drafting your research objectives. Gap without citation will not be accepted. Objectives not linked to your gap. Overloaded framework. Copy pasting the AI diagrams. Ignoring last 5 years of studies. Most rejections happens while drafting the research objectives. So next time when you are drafting your research objective, keep this in mind. I have created a free Sandraj Gap to Framework toolkit that includes gap validation checklist,
AI prompt pack, objective framework and mapping table, ready to edit flowchart. Comment, gap, and I'm going to share that PDF with you. Use Jenny AI to decode complex research paper, Scholar Reader to faster summary, Research Rabbit to track evolving gaps, and Zotero or EndNote to organize gap evidences. Always add a table mapping each objective, gap, variable, and hypothesis. Reviewers love the clarity. This is how you can convert your research gap into a valid and actionable research objective. I hope this video brought clarity for framing the research objective. Register for the upcoming workshop on 24 January to get more insight on literature review, objectives, and the research gap. If you like this video, share this with your peer group. I'll be meeting you soon in next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.